Today, we will explore one of the greatest illusions of our perception, time. Often, we feel that time is scarce, that we are trapped in a race against the clock, which prevents us from achieving our greatest desires and potential. But what if we told you that this is an illusion that we can unravel, that by understanding the true nature of time, we can become alchemists of our own reality? Prepare for a journey of self-knowledge, discovering powerful techniques and inner transformation. In this video, we will reveal how the perception of time influences our actions, how we can optimize each moment, transform waste into gold, master the art of focus, and finally, achieve our goals with greater ease and awareness. Ready to unlock your infinite potential? So let's begin. The first great illusion we face is the idea that time is scarce or very limited. From a young age, we are taught to believe that time is a finite resource, that there is a race against the clock to accomplish tasks, achieve dreams, and avoid losing it. This perception shapes our behavior, often generating anxiety, procrastination, and a constant feeling that there is never enough. However, if we observe carefully, we will realize that time is a creation of our mind, a subjective experience that we can learn to shape. Much of what we call lack of time comes from our relationship with the present, from how we manage our attention and our priorities. True productivity is not about trying to manipulate time, but about understanding that each moment is an opportunity to act consciously. When we change this mindset, we eliminate the fear of wasted time and embrace the infinite potential of the now. Thus, we begin to create a new relationship with time, based on presence and intention, instead of scarcity and urgency. The modern alchemy of time begins by understanding the sciences that underpin our actions. Various studies show that our brain works best in cycles of intense focus, such as the Pomodoro method, which consists of blocks of 25 minutes of concentrated work followed by short breaks. This technique takes advantage of the natural phases of attention, increasing productivity and reducing mental exhaustion. In addition, mindfulness practices help to develop a greater awareness of how we perceive time, creating space for more conscious decisions. Neuroscience reveals that when we train our attention and cultivate presence, the brain improves its ability to prioritize tasks, avoid distractions, and stay focused. The incorporation of these techniques is not just a matter of organization, but an internal transformation that allows you to be the alchemist of your energy and time. By taking advantage of the natural rhythms of your brain, you transform wasted hours into golden moments, maximizing every second to create the desired results. Everything around us contributes to the efficient or wasteful use of our time. Great transformations happen when we learn to identify the time thieves, activities that seem small but, when added together, drain our energy and focus. Social media, constant interruptions, unprioritized tasks, or procrastination disguised as false rest. To convert these wasted moments into gold, we need a powerful ally, the discipline of establishing clear limits. Techniques such as time blocking are essential, as they force us to divide the day into specific segments and dedicate exclusive attention to one task at a time. In addition, using technology intelligently, task management apps, distraction blockers, and reminders helps us stay focused on what really matters. The secret is to transform these small daily decisions into a ritual of sabotage or creation. Each moment is a precious stone that, if used well, builds the castle of your success. In the end, what seemed wasteful becomes an opportunity for growth and progress. Mastering focus is one of the most valuable skills for any seeker of transformation. In a world bombarded by constant stimuli, it is essential to create an environment that promotes deep concentration, This includes eliminating physical distractions such as interruptions, notifications, or unnecessary devices, and organizing your workspace in a clean and inspiring way. In addition, adopting techniques like the deep work method, popularized by Cal Newport, allows you to immerse yourself in complex tasks without interruptions for significant periods of time. The concept is presented in Newport's book, Deep Work: Rules for Focused Success in a Distracted World, and is based on the idea that periods of intensely focused and distraction-free work are highly productive and essential for performing high-quality work and developing difficult skills. Here are the main concepts of the deep work method. Concentration without distraction. Deep work requires periods of total immersion where you eliminate all distractions, such as notifications, social media, and interruptions, to focus exclusively on the task at hand. Time blocking. Reserve specific blocks of time in your schedule to perform deep work. These periods must be protected from external interruptions. Intense mental energy. Engage in activities that challenge your cognitive abilities, forcing your brain to operate at a high level of concentration and creativity. Controlled interruptions. Separate deep work from shallow work, which is less cognitively demanding, and carefully manage interruptions. Rituals and routines. Create daily practices that facilitate access to the state of deep work, such as choosing specific locations, times, and ideal conditions for deep work. Measuring progress. Regularly evaluate your progress and adjust your strategies as necessary to maximize efficiency and results. The deep work method is especially relevant in a world full of distractions and is designed to help people perform meaningful and high-impact work, as well as learn new skills effectively. When we practice active recall, we reinforce our memory and connect more deeply with the content, facilitating learning and the execution of complex tasks. Active recall is a study and information retention technique that involves actively remembering and evoking what you have already learned. Instead of simply rereading or passively reviewing the material, active recall requires you to question yourself about the content proactively. Here are some ways to apply active recall: self-questioning. After studying a topic, ask yourself questions about what you just learned without looking at the answers. This forces your brain to work harder to retrieve the information, strengthening your memory and understanding. Flashcards. Use flashcards, writing questions on one side and answers on the other. Test yourself regularly to consolidate what you have learned. Explanation to others. Try to explain what you have learned to another person or even to yourself aloud, as if you were teaching. This helps to identify gaps in your knowledge and reinforces understanding. Free writing. Write everything you remember about a topic without consulting your notes. Then, compare with the original material to see where there are gaps, and then review those areas. Active recall is effective because it involves an active cognitive process that reinforces neural connections, significantly improving long-term retention and helping to transfer information to your long-term memory. It is also worth remembering that rest and recovery are integral parts of focus. The brain needs breaks to consolidate information, regenerate energy, and maintain high creativity. The balance between concentrated effort and rest revitalizes your mind, makes it more productive, and helps create a routine where focus becomes a natural tool, an art that you master by cultivating mindfulness and self-awareness. Finally, understanding how to transform your dreams into reality is a matter of strategy and mindset. Prioritizing tasks is essential. Not everything should receive the same attention. Use task management methods such as the Eisenhower Matrix, which differentiates the urgent from the important, to ensure that your focus is always aligned with your most valuable goals. The Eisenhower Matrix, also known as the Urgent Important Matrix, is a time management and productivity tool developed to help prioritize tasks based on their urgency and importance. It is attributed to former U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower, who was known for his ability to manage multiple tasks efficiently. The matrix is divided into 4 quadrants: important and urgent. Quadrant 1. Tasks that must be performed immediately. These are activities that require urgent attention and have a significant impact if they are not completed quickly, such as crises or critical deadlines. Important but not urgent. Quadrant 2. Tasks that are essential for your personal or professional progress but do not require immediate action. This quadrant includes strategic planning, skills development, and relationship building. Focusing on this quadrant can help reduce the number of crises and urgent tasks in the future. Urgent but not important. Quadrant 3. Activities that require your immediate attention but do not contribute significantly to your long-term goals. This may include interruptions, some meetings, or tasks that can be delegated to others. Not urgent and not important. Quadrant 4. Tasks that are essentially distractions and do not add value to your work or personal life, such as excessive leisure activities or trivial tasks. These activities should be minimized or eliminated. Using the Eisenhower Matrix helps to organize tasks and decide where to invest your time and energy, prioritizing what really matters and reducing time spent on activities that do not contribute to your main goals. Setting realistic goals and dividing big dreams into concrete steps helps to create a clear path, avoiding overload and frustration. Leveraging your time management skills allows you to advance in your career, improve your relationships, and nurture your own spiritual development. But above all, it is important to cultivate a growth mindset that every moment is an opportunity to learn, evolve, and manifest your deepest potentialities. Success becomes more accessible when we remember that the journey is continuous and that each day offers us a new beginning. Work with dedication, be patient, and keep your heart open to opportunities for inner and outer transformation. Now that you know the keys to understanding the illusion of time, turning wasted moments into gold, mastering your attention, and reaching your goals with more ease, remember, you are the alchemist of your own reality. The tools and techniques we share here are just the beginning. The most important thing is to put them into practice and cultivate a mindset of abundance, presence, and constant growth. Challenge yourself to apply at least one of these strategies today and observe how your perception of time transforms. If you enjoyed this content, subscribe to the channel, share it with those who are also seeking evolution, and leave your comment with your experiences or doubts. Together, we can create a journey of transformation and awaken your deepest powers. After all, the greatest secret is that time, just like your life, is your creation. It's time to alchemize your destiny. If you enjoyed the content, subscribe to the channel, like and share. Until the next video.